What's up, everyone? Welcome to episode 4 of my weekly Rust Tip series. This week's tips are based off of last week's solo playthrough series episodes, which were Wipe 3, episodes 1 through 5. Be sure to check out the other episodes on the channel to get all my current tips, and subscribe to make sure you get the latest ones. Anyways, let's get started. In a previous episode, I mentioned to check food crates for healing teas. Well, healing teas can no longer be found in food crates, so that's that. So boats do not spawn on the beach anymore like they used to, so instead you have to go to these new fishing villages. There's a small fishing village and a large fishing village. So to buy a boat, just go to this guy, the boat vendor. It's going to give you some dialogue. Just hit, I'm looking to buy a boat. You have two options. You get the small boat, which is like the normal rowboat, and then you can get the big rib. The small boat costs 200 scrap, and when you pay 200 scrap, the boat will just appear right here with 50 low grade in it, all ready to go. And then, yeah, you just take it wherever you want to. And then you can also buy the large rib for 400 scrap. And same idea. Large rib spawns here with fuel in it, ready to go. 50 low grade. Same as the small boat. It also has different stuff for sale. Show you that. Oh. Yeah, so you gotta move your boat before you can talk to him again. Third option. So yeah, scuba goggles, scuba tank, flippers, the wetsuit, kayak BP, and the paddle BP. And yeah, that's it about the fishing village. Oh, they're also a safe zone. So it works the same as Outpost and Bandit Camp. Can't kill people in here. If you do kill people and you come in here, you'll get shot at. So yeah, that's that. Instead of cutting a tree down, consider hitting a log instead, because hitting a tree makes it fall, and you can see this from like a mile away. Just be more careful. You can hit logs instead. If it is dark and you cannot see, consider putting a campfire down. Yeah, it makes light. This is extremely useful for, especially the most time I'd use it is when I'm putting my TC down for the first time, because for whatever reason I just have bad luck and I always build my base at nighttime. So you definitely don't want to mess up your TC placement, so definitely make a campfire. So make sure you put it wherever you want to put it accurately. Don't try to guess in the dark. Just make a campfire, please. I'd also recommend to carry a torch with you no matter what, unless you have a weapons flashlight. If you don't have a weapons flashlight, always make sure you have a torch, because even during the daytime, you might think you don't need it, but sometimes you go into tunnels and it gets dark and you can't see, and you need to be able to see. So carry a torch with you. And also, you never know how long you're going to be away from your base. You might be running around for a while, and next thing you know, it's nighttime and you don't have a torch. So always try to make sure you have a torch in your inventory when possible if you don't have weapons flashlight. When splitting a stack, you can click it and right click the number, and you can type in whatever number you want. So if you need an exact stack value, you can do whatever number you need. It is really convenient, and it's really awesome, especially when you're filling up furnaces. Animals cannot go onto foundations, so if you're in a pinch, if it's possible, you can just put a foundation down, get on top of it, and you can kill the animal this way. It's good for bears, but again, you have to make sure you have the building plan, and you have to make sure you have the wood to build the foundation. But just an easy way to escape from animals if you need to. You can now pick up workbenches with the hammer. It's super nice. Quality of life change. So for whatever reason, if you need to pick your workbench up, replace it, whether you put it down wrong, or you're changing your base design up, or you're moving to a different base, you can now pick up your workbenches and place them back down, which is really nice. When planting hemp outside your base, I like to pick it whenever it's possible to pick it. I don't usually wait for it to grow more, because I figure someone else is just going to come by and take it anyway, so I just try to grab it ASAP. I've mentioned before how awesome the beach chair is to have as an item, but a problem with it is it's really big and clunky, and sometimes it's hard to place it in a small area and be able to sit in it. But a method that I found that works pretty consistently is if you're in a 2x1, if you place it right by your door as close as possible, with a bag and a furnace and a workbench and whatever, you're able to sit here and you can still get in and out through your door. So that's just a place where I like to put it. And it works too. You can still have the double doors here as well. You can have your bag moved here too, and it should still work. Yeah. So a big problem that I have with the chair is if it's too close to a sleeping bag, it doesn't work. But with this configuration, I find it to work really well. If you are alone and you're adding an expansion to your base, or you're adding honeycombing, or whatever you're building outside of your base, I recommend not to bring everything out at once. Make small little trips. I do this because you never know if someone's camping you, and it would suck to die with all your materials. The smaller trips might take longer, but in the long run, I think it's better. Let's say you had an inventory full of stone and wood, and you wanted to carry more stuff. Well, there's a way to do so. It's called TC stacking or stone barricade stacking. So basically what it does is if you have a bunch of wood, for example, you can queue up to craft a bunch of tool cupboards. And as you can see, the wood goes away. And instead, the wood goes to your crafting queue. So now you can run around for 50 seconds and pick up more stuff. And you want to keep an eye on this timer. So once it gets pretty low, you can do it whenever you want to, but usually people do it kind of later. But let's say, for example, right now, I'm going to press Q. I'm going to cancel it. 1,000 wood's going to go back. But then I re-queue another one, and now the timer resets. So now my inventory is empty again. You do the same thing with stone barricades with stone, except with the stone barricade, you have to have the blueprint for it. You can find the blueprint pretty easily, or you can research it from a friend, or if you find it somewhere else. But yeah, you can do the same thing. Same idea, though. Except the timer for these are a little shorter. It's 30 seconds instead of a minute. So yeah, same idea. Just cancel it and requeue it. And yeah, that saves space in your inventory. When fighting groups, you want to try your best to get them to separate one at a time and take them out one at a time. That being said, if you are in a group, try your best to stick together. You can place rugs in your base, on the ceiling, on the floor, on the walls, doesn't matter. But when you place them down, they do give you a little bit of comfort, and you can comfort heal with them. And for the last tip, collect berries. If you pick them up, save them, keep them in your base. Even if you don't have a mixing table yet, you want to hoard them and save them until you do get that mixing table, because the potions they're worth it. 100%. Yo, thanks for watching this week's Rust Tips video. Be sure to check out the rest of the channel for more tips, monument guides, and a solo playthrough series. I stream on Twitch, so check that out as well. Join the Discord. If you want to see videos similar to this one, be sure to subscribe. Also leave a like. And if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, leave a comment in the comments section below. Thanks again. Peace.